I was crawling across the ice. The searchlight swept across the river. The USB drive slipped in my wet glove. Gunfire echoed behind me. Stop. We'll shoot. If they catch me, my family is finished. No, they're probably already finished. My name is Lee De-yun. Actually, that doesn't matter anymore. What matters isn't who I was, but what I knew. I was a senior officer planning long-range artillery operations. I knew where every gun pointed at Seoul was hidden, when they would fire, where they would strike. I designed it all. I was elite, privileged. The regime trusted me, and now I'm crawling like a dog across frozen water. A bullet pierced the ice. Cold water sprayed up. 20 more meters. Just 20 meters to the Chinese side. My lungs were burning, freezing, but I couldn't stop. This USB holds millions of lives. Let me go back 5 years. I graduated top of my class from Pyongyang's military academy. My background was clean. Father was a party official. Mother was a teacher. I was the perfect soldier the regime wanted. After graduation, I was assigned to Strategic Forces Operations. There, I joined the team planning long-range artillery operations. At first, I thought it was an honor. Comrade, you're exceptional. You'll manage our nation's core military assets. My superior's words made my heart race. I wanted to be the sword protecting my country. That's what I believed. In my first briefing, I saw a large map. The entire Seoul metropolitan area was marked with red dots. Each dot represented an artillery position. These coordinates are top secret. They must never be leaked. I nodded. Of course. Look at the priority targets. The screen changed. Military facilities, government buildings, and high-density civilian residential areas. The key is to create maximum terror in the first strike. To break their will to fight. Something felt wrong. We're targeting civilian areas first? In war, the distinction between civilians and military is meaningless. Our goal is to completely paralyze the enemy's ability to wage war. I couldn't say anything. After that day, I started working with numbers, coordinates, angles, range, ammunition, and estimated casualties. The first number I saw was 150,000. Expected casualties within the first 30 minutes. Most of them civilians. But this is just deterrence, right? We're not actually planning to fire? My senior looked at me. War goes according to plan. If we don't plan, the enemy will. I thought he was right. Or I tried to believe it. 2 years passed. I got promoted. Made major. Met my wife. She was ordinary and beautiful. We married, had a son. Our Pyongyang apartment was small but warm. When my son laughed, everything seemed okay. Daddy, what's this? My son tried to open my briefcase. No, I shouted. He burst into tears. My wife picked him up. Sorry, Daddy just got startled. Inside that briefcase were operation documents. If he'd seen them, our entire family could have been in danger. That night, I couldn't sleep. In my 3rd year, there was a major meeting. The supreme leader was attending. I was one of the presenters. Reporting. Based on currently deployed 240mm multiple rocket launchers, simultaneous strikes on key Seoul facilities would result in 150,000 casualties within 30 minutes. Over 500,000 within 24 hours. The room was silent. Good. The supreme leader spoke. Increase it. Deterrence only works with bigger numbers. That was it. 500,000 people. Just a number to them. But I knew. Each one was someone's son, father, mother. Children like my son were included. After the meeting, I went to the bathroom. Looked at myself in the mirror. What am I doing? I thought I was a soldier. Believed I was a sword protecting my country. But the man in the mirror wasn't a soldier. He was an architect of massacre. That night, the nightmares began. Burning cities, screams, children crying. In my dreams, I watched the shells fall. Couldn't stop them. I had plotted those coordinates. I'd wake up drenched in cold sweat. Are you okay? My wife would ask. Yeah, I'm fine. It was a lie. In my 4th year, I decided. I had to get this information out. Coordinates, deployment maps, strike scenarios. Everything. That's the only way to stop it. But how? I started moving carefully, copied meeting records, transferred coordinate data to a USB, calculated the surveillance gaps. I prepared for 3 months. Then I told my wife, "We need to leave." "What are you talking about? I can't live like this anymore. I'm killing people." Her face went white. "Are you insane? Talk like that and we all die." "I know. That's why we have to run." "What about our son? We'll take him. Cross to China, then to a third country." "No." She shook her head. "I can't go. Can't take our son either." "Why? You go alone. We'll stay. If you succeed, then come get us." I tried to persuade her, but she was resolute. 3 people escaping is too obvious. You alone have better odds. She was right, and I was a coward. "I'm sorry. Go and survive. That's your mission." The night before my escape, I held my son. He was sleeping, small and warm. "Daddy will come back." If I'd known that would be the last time. It was a December dawn. The river was frozen, but not completely. Cracks everywhere. The border guards changed shifts at 4:30 a.m. I moved at 400. In darkness, I descended to the riverbank. The ice creaked under my feet. One step at a time. The USB was in a waterproof pouch, hidden inside my clothes. I couldn't lose it. Halfway across, the searchlight turned on. "Who's there?" I was caught. I started running, or tried to. The ice broke. Cold water swallowed my legs. Fire. Gunshots rang out. Ice shattered. Water sprayed. I crawled. Like a dog, like an insect. No dignity. Just survival. A bullet grazed me. Hot. No, cold. Couldn't tell. The Chinese embankment appeared. 10 meters, 5 meters. I reached out. Grabbed dirt. Chinese soil. I looked back. The searchlight was on me. But the gunfire stopped. They couldn't shoot anymore. I'd crossed the border. I collapsed, gasping. The sky was spinning. "I made it," I muttered, but I felt no joy. I'd left my family behind. I hid in China for a month, worked in a Korean Chinese village, saved money, found a broker, arranged a route to a third country. Then I heard the news. My family had been arrested. Your wife and child were sent to a camp. The broker's words destroyed my world. "Are you sure?" "Yes. The day after you escaped." I collapsed. My wife was right. If we'd gone together, we'd all be dead. But still, are they alive? I don't know. I didn't cry. I had no right to. 3 months later, I arrived in South Korea. Intelligence officers interrogated me. I handed over the USB. "Is this real?" the officer asked. "All real. Coordinates, deployment maps, strike scenarios. Everything. This information could save millions of lives." Hearing that, something wanted to burst. But it didn't. My family. Can you save them? We'll do our best. Best. I knew what that meant. Impossible. A year has passed. The information I provided changed military strategy. Defense systems were reorganized. Countermeasures strengthened. You saved countless lives. That's what they say. But I'm not a hero. I spent 15 years planning massacres. I designed scenarios where hundreds of thousands would die. My conscience just returned at the last moment. Is that heroism? Every night, I have nightmares. My son calls me, "Daddy, why did you abandon me?" I can't answer. My wife looks at me. "I thought you'd save us." I couldn't. Sometimes I wonder if my choice was right. I sacrificed 2 people to save millions. By the numbers, it's rational. But those 2 people were my everything. I still don't know what choice was right. But I know one thing. Silence isn't neutrality. I was silent for too long. Realized too late that made me complicit. If you were in my place, what would you have done? Could you have abandoned your family to bring out the information? Or would you have remained silent, complicit? There's no right answer. Only the question remains. What would you have chosen?